Forever. Dog.
Is that a satchel of coins?
I don't know what that is. I guess so. Where did that come from?
The puzzle piece in it, that's the most autistic thing I've ever seen. Here's my collection of coins, and also, I am unapologetically autistic. Go off, coin queen.
Oh, Ashley, you look tired.
You look so bashful.
Kind of a rough time.
Okay.
Oh.
Why can't I click? My mouse won't let me click.
Ashley's dad's having a hard time.
Why? I'm not even sure if I'm recording.
Oh, Alayna, you look really cute.
Oh, I was just going to say I feel like I look a bit haggard. So thank you very much.
No, you look cute. Like, your outfit is very put together. I like it.
Well, I have a shift after
Ashley.
this. I'm like a working girly now, but like working
you are
for free.
Girly. You're looking so professional.
Thank you. I have to be professional.
You're working for exposure and experience right now, Alayna.
Thank you. Okay, I'm working
invaluable.
for learning. I'm working for learning.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. It's a work for learn exchange program. A full-time 6-month working for learning.
Yes, of course. And everyone should do it once.
I'm always saying that. I'm always saying that.
It's extra funny coming from you because I know if I showed up and I was like, yeah, I'm just working for exposure right now, or like doing this for exposure, you would have a fucking field day. Why aren't they paying you?
I would have a meltdown.
It might just have to be this audio. Last night I accidentally unplugged my entire computer system. Okay, so I'm just like, I have my pain, but I also got into a really big fight with a friend, and they didn't know this, but the fight was, I had a panic attack after it, like, triggered me.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like too even embarrassed to say like triggered during a conversation. Like, I felt like, oh my God, like.
I wish there was a different word.
I
like
know,
triggered
because the
has.
little bitches have taken it.
Yeah. And it's like, yeah, it's gained such a.
Little bitches.
I don't like using that word either, but there are times when I'm like, I know technically that what's happening right now is I am triggered, but I don't want it. But what else?
Like
can
the
what other
clinical
word?
definition.
Yeah,
not
like
the
I was
slang
hyperventilating.
Definition.
I think the reason why I'm oversleeping, and I'm so sorry, you guys, is I'm taking a lot of drugs to knock me out. So
yeah,
I'm just really sorry.
It's okay.
You guys are so much
okay.
nicer than my other friend, who I'm really mad at right now.
Oh
they are
God.
really a little bitch.
Are you okay? Yeah, what the fuck? Fucking little bitch.
I mean, they are a true little bitch. I had to write them a letter.
I know it's not funny. I know it's not funny. It's serious.
Just you
but
being
like,
tired going,
yeah.
They're really a little bitch.
Like, just really, I gotta write them a letter.
I never get into fights with friends like this. Like, I just never. Because I think I guys have told you this, and I wrote this in the letter to them. I was like, I really try to like just take people as they are. Mm-hmm. And like the flaws that this person had, I'm like, this is just a part of who they are, and like I'm not going to change them, but like how can I have my friendship with them in a healthy way? And like it really came down to the fact that they were still struggling with PTSD, with the fact that I had PTSD. The weird thing from my perspective, I'm like, you don't fucking know anything. Like, I haven't told you anything. I focus on this one topic with them because I truly think they're like the. And I don't feel like I talk about it that much, if I'm going to be totally honest.
Mm-hmm. So this was a friend that you spoke to about one specific area of your PTSD that you felt like they could relate to?
That they wouldn't take offense with.
Okay.
But I think they basically had told me recently that I was a bad vibe, and I was like, oh, lovely. That's like a nice thing to hear. And okay. Yeah, I just sort of ignored it. I'm too old to care. I just like, I'm too old. So I was like, okay, this is just not something that I'm going to speak with them about. They can't handle it. And then I did something silly, legitimately wrong. And they came in so hot about it. I was like, okay, I think
can you say what you did?
I borrowed like a thing from them, and I didn't give it back to them in the complete thing, and I have to go get the other thing and give it back to them.
Okay.
And it was sort of a nuisance for them to get it to me, and I legitimately fucked up. But the way that they came in so hot I was just like, okay, well, this is not about this. And then within seconds that was revealed. And it was made clear to me that like this is really just about that I've been a changed person since everything happened to me. And I just started like immediately hyperventilating. And like it just felt like, oh my God, I'm losing like a friend too, like over this whole thing. So yeah, that happened this week too. And then I took medication. And I think I've been taking a lot of medication for, and I'm just really sorry. I'm not trying to like make excuses, because I know that I'm like, I fucked you guys over last time and I fucked you guys
Actually,
over today.
it's like really fine. Like it's really not that big of a deal.
I think there's a difference between making excuses and like explaining what happened. It doesn't feel like making excuses. It feels like telling us what's going on in your life.
No, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. We're gonna work it out. But like, it really,
well, it's hard to
really made me sad.
Yeah, like it's a breach of trust in a way, because you're trusting that this person is there for you in XYZ way, and then when they come in hot or they say you're a bad vibe or whatever and they break that trust, it's hard to then, even if you repair the situation, to feel safe again, to kind of
that's done.
Be that full self.
I mean, I love them. I love them always. It'll heal when it heals, and like if it heals. And the way I just approach friendships, I just like, I mean, I'm really lucky because I have Jen, and I have a handful of friends that are kind of like life partners, in the sense that like I know they'll be lifelong friends, and I'm lucky enough to be old enough to have that. I think when you're younger, it hurts a little more, especially when friends are your family. Yeah. And you know, you really maybe rely on them more. But for me, at this point in my life, I'm just able to kind of be like, okay, well, this person is no longer like available for this, and they have all these other great things that I love about them. And I even wrote in the letter, like, the thing that I think makes them flawed is the same reason that I like love them for so many reasons. Like, I know that this side of their personality is like, you know, I enables them to be this other person, and you know, like it
sounds like you have more perspective. You have a
I guess
more broad, a wider perspective.
Yeah, so I don't know, that's what's going on with me. And then my pain is really bad, but I got my MRI, and so soon I'll be at the doctor, and hopefully in a few weeks I'll be feeling a little better. But I'm just really sorry, guys.
It's okay. I'm sorry you're dealing with that.
No, it's okay. Everyone's dealing, but the thing is, everyone's dealing.
You always do this, Ashley. Have you noticed that you do this? You talk about something you're dealing with, and then you like broaden it, and you're like, I know everybody is going through this, or like it sucks. It's worse for younger people that lose a friend like this, or like not to Alayna you, but Alayna, I did notice that.
Listen. Everyone has their shit. I know that. You know, I don't think I've missed anything before. I think this is my first time where I've like fucked up twice in a row, hopefully. Right?
Oh,
we wouldn't remember if there was another time, because it's not that deep.
Well, because you guys
I would
are like,
remember.
Okay,
yeah, Alayna would remember.
Alayna feels like you were coming to tell me.
I would remember, and not in like a bitter way, but just in a like, I think my memory for certain things is I would remember.
Well,
and no, to answer your question, no.
There you go.
You've never missed anything twice in a row before.
Well, hopefully I'm gonna. I'll get my shit together. I feel like I did a pretty good job obfuscating what that was actually about, right?
Obfuscating. Oh, she's tired. She's overwhelmed. She's triggered. And she's using big words. Yeah, who can access their prefrontal cortex while they're triggered and tired and overwhelmed? Ashley.
Well, I'm not triggered anymore. I was like truly, I mean, I guess I'm in the hangover. Oh my God, I feel so hungover. And I remember.
You guys, you have to stop ignoring me when I ask you for the definition of a word.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. Sometimes I think I like assume you're joking,
so
which is
funny.
I'm not joking.
Right.
I mean, I guess I made it unclear, invisible to people, like the aspects of that story that I didn't want out there.
What's the like root word?
I'm obfuscating this microphone.
She obscured, so she obfuscated. She like made it obscure.
Okay.
Can we brainstorm a new word for triggered? Because this is actually something that
Even the fact that
shows
we're
up.
doing this makes me want to throw up in my mouth. I'm not gonna lie. I
Why?
hate that I'm like the one that started this. I hate.
What about just like
we could talk about something else.
I could say like a story and I could be like, I was triggered, but I don't feel like I was triggered, so let's think of a new word. Do you want me to do that?
Yes.
Well, the thing is, like,
And I want Danny to keep in you offering it. Go.
No, Danny, obfuscate that.
I do want to hear it because I'm like, what story are you going to tell? What story
don't
of you being
know,
triggered
and
are you going to just pull
I
up?
hate being put on the spot, and I just
Have
put
you had
myself
panic
on the
attacks?
spot. Me?
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I had no idea.
I've gotten them since I was very young. My mom calls me her special child.
Yeah. Where do we
Yeah.
think the dark room, the dark void space came from?
The void came from somewhere.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I was literally about to Ashley, because I was gonna go, doesn't everybody get panic attacks sometimes? Like,
No, I had never had one up until I got PTSD. And
you
that's
think
why
you're gonna die.
Yeah.
Like I'd seen one, but I had never had one. And I've had like pretty bad anxiety, but like
Yeah.
I had never had like physical symptoms that were like unstoppable. I mean, maybe I'm not thinking clearly enough, but like maybe some big fights with my mom and stuff as a kid. I don't know. I remember like crying really hard, but like not this. This is like I've never experienced anything like this. But
Well,
go
it's
on,
your
Mac.
body physically replaying and reliving the original trauma in PTSD.
Yeah.
It's bizarre. It's so different, in my opinion, from anxiety too, because when I think of anxiety, I think of like long, drawn out, more mild, but still persistent. But when I think of a panic attack, I think of like, you literally think that you're going to die. Like you think you need to be at the hospital and you are not going to make it. And trying to reason with yourself through that, especially without practice or like without somebody to talk you through it, is so difficult. And it doesn't get easier.
The one that I saw like my ex-girlfriend go through, I didn't know what was going on either. And she like slurred her words.
Yeah.
So we both thought she was fully having a stroke.
Yeah.
We were like, oh boy, like you are gonna die.
This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. When I was a kid, a lot of people heard the word therapy and immediately thought something was wrong with you if you went. But now that I'm older, I feel like society has realized there's something wrong with all of us, and we should all be going to therapy. The people in my life who have benefited from therapy the most are the ones that have been doing it forever. Mental health awareness is growing, but there's still progress to be made. 26% of Americans who participated in a recent survey said they have avoided seeking mental health support due to fear of judgment. We talk a lot about mental health on this podcast, and a lot of you know or should know that there's no shame in getting help if you're struggling with your mental health. One thing that was hard for me when I was in therapy was learning to let go of that fear of judgment with my therapist. But whoever were worried about judging us, our mental health has to take priority and be more important. Services like BetterHelp make getting support easy. BetterHelp has over 10 years of experience matching people with the right therapist from their diverse network of more than 30,000 licensed therapists with a wide range of specialties. BetterHelp is fully online, making therapy affordable and convenient, serving over 5 million people worldwide. Easily switch therapists anytime at no extra cost. We're all better with help. Visit betterhelp.com/chosenfamily to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/chosenfamily.
Mac, tell us a story. Tell us a story.
Tell
Of
us
a time
a
you were
story.
triggered. You were going to tell us a time you were triggered so we could
right.
redirect the conversation.
Okay.
I really
I'm
want
trying
to
to
know
think
what you're
of
going
something
to pull out
real.
here. Can I also just say, when I texted, where did the calendar invites go for the two of you?
I have them.
Mac responded,
Don't say it.
up your butt?
I missed that because I was frantically scrolling, being like, oh my god, what the fuck has happened?
Well, and then
I'm sorry.
let's actually stay on this for a minute.
Yeah, I think
Because
that's important.
then Mac was saying, oh, we could just set up one for the two of us. And she goes, so I could just set up my studio and then you could come over, sly face.
Alayna, I was literally doing your studio bit for you. You're like, oh my god, am I gonna come to your studio? Every time I set it
This needs
up.
some context because what's not clear is that Mac Sends
is
a biting
ovulating.
lip emoji.
I'm literally
Yes. Yes. She sent a
No
biting
matter
lip
what
emoji
we're
the day
talking
before. Yes.
not. Because you guys give me this reaction. It's hilarious. Every time I send an emoji like that, I get so much attention. You guys are like, why did you send that? And then when we record, you're like, oh my God, you know what Mac did?
Because it feels like I'm like something, it feels like you're hitting on us and we're your parents. We're your parents, if at very
Okay.
least you're older sisters. And you're
Guys,
flirting with us in the chat.
I don't mean it in like a flirty sexual way. I mean it in like a mysterious, like maybe okay, you know.
No, please. No, please keep explaining.
wait,
this is definitely
mysterious.
differentiating between
You know what? I
flirting.
actually can't think of anyone less mysterious than you, Mac. I truly think like
I'm really not very mysterious.
so true. That's so true.
And you know, like you'd think putting on something like a top hat would make you more mysterious, but again, for me, that would make me less mysterious, don't you think?
a top hat.
Yeah,
No.
trench coat, top hat, mystery.
No, it's not,
Not on me.
83. Like you gotta stop.
You know that Ashley's tired when she didn't just jump down your throat the second you said that.
Yeah, actually, like you should die. That I
Okay,
hated that.
actually, everybody's gonna comment and be like, "Yeah, Mac is actually right. Top hats are mysterious."
Nobody's
Why is the
gonna
commenter?
comment. Not
No
a
one is
single
gonna
person is
comment
gonna
on
comment that. Nobody's gonna comment
Oh,
that.
you guys are
You
setting
know what's
yourself
actually,
up
you know
right
what's
now.
fucked up is that people will comment that,
Exactly.
and the people that we are hearing from are the worst. So please do not expose
Well, now they're not gonna
yourself
say.
as the worst.
Somebody just
and
backspace.
don't
I'm imagining somebody like started typing and then backspaced and then started typing and then backspaced.
I just want to let you guys know that I've just spent a lot of money.
Okay,
on
you
this
guys,
thing.
we
Thank you.
literally didn't need to do that.
I had a nice.
We kind
train
of
ticket.
do.
We actually don't. What did you guys think of my spring break idea?
Well,
I had
that will
cheap,
take a
cheap,
bit more
good
time.
train ticket, and now because the train tickets, man, I'm going to Philadelphia. They fluctuate. You could get one for $40, and then you're looking at $340.
Thank you, Ashley. Thank you for doing this.
No, it's not even thank you. It's my own fucking fault. And you know what? It's not even my fucking fault. It's my disability's fault. And you know whose fault that is? Maybe I should send a bill to someone. Maybe someone should get a bill. I will cover the hospital bill of someone who killed themselves because of a comedy show. I will cover that. No, I won't, because I know there's gonna be some weird thing.
I really
There's gonna
missed
be
the,
some
where you were going with
weird-
that at first.
There's gonna be some weird thing, but the what I'm trying to say is, no one, and now I am here buying an extra fucking. You don't think I think of all these little things? I think of all of them. They're in my fucking account, in my brain, where I go, this is the way this is how much money this has cost me.
Yeah.
That's a different disability.
The butterfly effect there.
That's the other one. Mac, tell us the triggered story. I'm dying. I need to know
Alayna,
what
you know
you're
I don't have a real story, right?
Well, you
so
do
every time
somewhere.
you
So
say
it's like, what
that,
are you gonna say?
you want me to talk about an actual time that I was
Yeah.
clinically definition
If you want to.
triggered?
Of course. You offered.
Okay, you guys, I was gonna make something up first of all.
Yeah.
Clinically
you guys,
triggered is hilarious.
yeah,
I'm
wait,
feeling
why don't we
triggered
say
right
that?
now.
Why don't we
No,
say
that's
that?
better.
Clinically
That's
triggered,
better.
but triggered.
Clinically. I'm like,
But also-
I'm not just like triggered. I'm like clinically triggered.
Why do I feel like you can't say clinically triggered for yourself? You have
You
to.
need
Somebody has to
doctor at all
say
times.
it appears that you might be clinically triggered.
It appears that you might be.
You need to be
triggered.
diagnosed clinically triggered
Yeah.
by a professional.
Oh my god. Okay, well,
Is that a gray hair?
Oh,
Is it happening?
don't freak out. I have like 8
yeah,
of
it
those.
is kind of happening. Do you want to see? But like only
Mine's
has, like,
happening,
one
too.
area
Yeah, mine's
of
happening.
of my head.
I have
like
one
here.
like in the front here. Oh yeah.
No, I have more than both of you.
I love a few stray
And then
grays.
there's a little over here too. I can't find them though.
We believe you. I believe women.
Did you guys hear that?
No.
I
Don't
have
say
this-
someone's in your house again.
No.
That freaks
Nobody's
me out
in
when
my
you do
house.
that.
I have this beeping sound. It's like do do do. It has followed me, and I don't know what it is. In
From
the
your
last
old
place,
apartment.
yeah, in the old apartment that I lived in, it's like muffled. It's like this muffled every once in a while, probably once a day. It's muffled, and it goes.
Some kind of air tag. in the bottom of the bag?
Bididip? And it was so muffled that I thought, oh, I must be hearing this from another unit. This must be like somebody's alarm or something, whatever. Didn't think too much about it. But then we moved here and I still hear it. And I'm like, what is sound?
You're not gonna like this, but you should ask ChatGPT. That thing is getting so damn smart about vague questions. I'm gonna help you.
But how do I explain
exactly?
Bididip?
Hey, my friend has been
We are so cooked.
This sound. We're cooked. We're done. It's over. It's over.
I saw that the developer of ChatGPT just posted that he needs to reprogram it because it's, quote, glazing people too much.
What does that mean?
What does that mean?
Oh my God.
What does it mean?
You guys, glazing is like when I showed up in the chat and I was like, Alayna, you look so good today. Your outfit looks, wow, this is just the best outfit I've ever seen. Incredible. Look at the colors. They go together. No, just like hyping somebody up.
Yes, I do agree. When I talk to ChatGPT, I do specifically tell it sometimes when I'm looking for feedback on something or I'm really trying to understand something. I pick apart its answer. I go, where did you get this from? This doesn't feel like it has sources. Or like, this feels too positive. Can you give me the reverse? Like, can you critique it?
When do you have time for that?
When I'm researching something, I'm going to find out what that beeping is.
I would love. It sounds almost like a watch. Like it sounds like a watch is going beep beep beep, but I don't have an AirTag.
Have you talked to your fiance about it?
She has no idea. But like, why would an AirTag beep? And no,
because it's running low on battery.
I have an AirTag, but it's in my wallet downstairs. And my fiance has an AirTag that she doesn't use.
Apple brand AirTag?
Is that somewhere in my office and beeping?
What does it sound like?
So three small beeps.
Beeps.
Like increasing octave or whatever. Like
note.
Like
is it beep or boop? Or
yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
It's more. I do. It's more. It's more e.
How often does it happen?
Once a day.
Once a day. When?
I guess around now. I just heard it. But maybe twice a day. Once or twice a day, and I don't think there's a pattern to the time.
Where in the apartment do you hear it the most clearly?
In my office. So I'm in my office. Same as.
Is it louder in one ear? It's trying to rule out tinnitus.
No, it's not louder in one ear. Would an AirTag beep like from the AirTag?
The AirTag, yeah. Sometimes it'll go like, but it like vibrates a little bit.
Is that a satchel of coins?
I don't know what that is. I guess.
Okay, well maybe your problem's in that bag.
The puzzle piece in it, that's the most autistic thing I've ever seen. Here's my collection of coins, and also I am unapologetically autistic. Go off, coin queen.
I thought maybe the AirTag would be in this little bin that I have on my, and in the bin I found a little satchel of coins I didn't know I had.
Power strip surge protector with internal alerts.
Marble.
What's all in my little? I haven't looked at this bin in a long time.
For the listener at home, Alayna just pulled out a marble out of the satchel, and then Mac went, marble.
Hey guys, maybe this is why our views are going down.
Should we find out what's in here?
Do you have any kind of fitness gear?
Alayna, what are you doing?
I don't know. I haven't been in this in a long time. Sometimes I just put my
we'll save it. It will be your treat later to go through it.
Wow, she has advice. Sit in the room around the expected time and record the sound when it happens.
Okay, I'll start writing down when it happens.
No, record the sound.
Oh, well, it happens once a day.
Honestly, you just gotta set up a tape recorder so that you can get the sound.
Okay. So that
we can upload it to ChatGPT and be like, what do we think this is?
Man, okay, I don't have any sort of a tape recorder. But I used to have a Fitbit, but I don't even know where that is.
I think it might be the Fitbit
girl.
Running out of battery.
You don't know where that is? Yeah, there you go.
I don't know where, but I would know because I just moved, so I went through all of this.
Well, you didn't go through that little bin that you just showed us, so maybe it's in something like that.
It's gotta be an old smart device.
Guys, this is so boring.
This is so boring. Sorry.
Also, it's lame to put in a mystery that we're not going to solve in the episode, for real.
Well, we will solve it.
We need people coming back.
Okay, this is the most ridiculous, guys.
I do think it is time.
You guys.
To record.
I'm calling it out.
We got to get some questions.
Yeah, let's do some questions. It just really is driving me up the wall to not know what this sound is coming from.
If you're one of Alayna's practicum people, come in with weird kind of mysteries for her to never solve. I would love to see her lose her mind in that way.
Well, and I thought you were gonna say to like have fun stories to share on pod, and I'm like, I can't talk about anything that my clients bring in.
I think I just want to see you come in looking haggard, and I want to see like a map in the back of your office with like red tape.
Yeah.
And like weird beeping and flashing lights as you test every piece of equipment. Oh my god.
Could that be?
Hey, are you mad at me?
What?
I love you.
We haven't even exchanged words yet.
I know, I love you. Thank you. Do we have spicy mayo? Yay. Jen made a rape us last night. I know.
What's that?
You've always got like just these amazing
what is
full
that?
meal variety plates.
She makes
from
she's
Jen.
She likes cooking.
Someone tell me what that is.
It's an arepa.
I don't know.
What's that? I don't know.
I actually don't know what that is either. It looks kind of like a pancake.
It
like
looks
a
Yeah,
really
kind of, but
delicious.
it's like corn.
I was
Jen-
wondering if it was corn.
What's the base of arepa? Is it masa? Yeah. It's masa.
I love corn.
Have you had Mexican food?
Yeah, I've had Mexican food. I love tamales.
Yeah. So the stuff inside a tamale,
Yeah.
you use that to make like a little patty.
Oh my god.
And you can stuff it, like
okay.
she stuffed some of them with cheese.
Oh
and then
my
you put like
God.
black beans. She made these black beans to put on top. And
That sounds like something I'd actually eat. Okay, I'm gonna say question now.
Where do we get our questions from?
We get questions from Discord, from
Mac,
Patreon.
come
what
on.
is going on?
Come
with
on,
you?
Mac.
This is
Patreon.
disgusting to watch.
Mac, where do we get our questions from, Mac? Come on.
We get our questions from our Patreon Discord.
And how do people access the Patreon Discord?
From the Patreon? What do you mean?
Yeah, but how do they get there?
On their computer.
By signing up and supporting the
Oh,
Patreon. Sorry.
Oh my god. I was like,
Type
girl,
A,
are you
straight A
good?
student had to jump in there. She couldn't handle it. It was too hard.
Anyway.
Listener, summer is just around the corner, and the folks at Mint Mobile have a hot take. Getting a summer bod is out, and getting your savings bod is in. This spring and summer, we want skimpy wireless bills and fat wallets. And with premium wireless plans for just $15 a month, you can have both without breaking a sweat or the bank. I absolutely love Mint Mobile. The quality is fantastic. And I am saving almost $50 a month with Mint Mobile. Say bye-bye to your overpriced wireless plans, jaw-dropping monthly bills, and unexpected overages. Mint Mobile is here to rescue you. All plans come with high-speed data and unlimited talk and text delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. I would know, I'm traveling all the time and I have the most reliable service. Use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan and bring your phone number along with all your existing contacts. Ditch overpriced wireless and get 3 months of premium wireless service from Mint Mobile for $15 a month. This year, skip breaking a sweat and breaking the bank. Get your summer savings and shop premium wireless plans at mintmobile.com/chosenfamily. That's mintmobile.com/chosenfamily. Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month, 5GB plan required, equivalent to $15 a month. New customer offer for first 3 months only, then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See Mint Mobile for details.
Oh my god, do you guys watch Traders?
No,
You must start.
I don't. I think
You're
everybody...
the second person to tell me that in like the last 3 days. So
It's truly the best show ever.
Well, everybody's like, watch Big Brother, watch
No.
Traders, watch... I'm like, I
Who's
can't
saying
keep
watch
up with
Big
all
Brother? Because of JoJo?
Actually-
No.
Everybody's saying to watch Big Brother right now.
No. Watch Traders.
No, JoJo. Watch Traders.
Mac, Alan Cumming is the host of Traders, so it's gay. It's gay.
Okay, period. I always see clips of it and it looks like really campy. But I didn't know if that they were just promoting it like that.
No.
Apparently
Okay,
the
well.
Australian version is top tier.
Wow.
I can't keep up with all
I can't imagine anything being better than what I've watched, so. I want to be on Triggers.
Do it. Why wouldn't you? Yeah, why don't you
Ooh.
pivot into
I
reality?
would watch it then.
Oh, I would love to pivot into reality. All those idiots. I could control them.
Why don't you do it?
I would love to see that. Oh my god.
You should do it.
I would pay for that subscription.
I wouldn't be able to. I'm not good at manipulating people. I am good at making people hate me, it seems.
See,
Which is
and that
good
might
for
be the
reality
rough.
TV.
Yeah, so then you'd cut
If
a
they
check.
decided you were the villain and edited you as the villain, that would be rough.
I wouldn't be. These people are legit villains.
I feel like that's what everyone says when they go on reality TV. I don't think anyone goes on thinking they're going to be the villain.
It's
Unless
not
you're
bad for
Francesca
people.
Fuego
It's-
or whatever, Fuego. I think she went on, she knew she was going to be the villain and owned it.
But no, because there's like a bunch of Bravo housewives and people. Like they like
Oh, okay.
there are like real life human villains like in their everyday lives.
Okay. Yeah, you would not be the villain.
No.
Question, Mac.
Okay, I was waiting for my cue. Thank you. I'm going in. After years of unsafe, dramatic relationships, how do I handle the boredom that comes with a healthy one? Communication is already happening. Historically, most of my relationships, romantic and otherwise, were filled with fight, drama, and theatrics that would have made Shakespeare proud.
Nice little
Good
note.
one.
Okay, writer.
Okay, good one. There you go. And now,
Love that. I love when things are well written.
Okay,
and now
aspiring
my girlfriend
comedian.
asks me how I am, listens to me, and tells me how she feels, etc. I feel ... bored, and I feel bad about this. Do I just need more time by myself, or should I create my own drama?
Oh, wait.
Don't do
Those
that.
are not the only two options.
Well, there's a third. Sorry, there's a third that I didn't read.
Okay,
Or
what's the
just
third?
live through the boredom until I can handle the safety of it.
That one.
Oh, wait, sorry, there's more.
Okay.
I'm thinking about adding just a splash of water into all of her cups in the cupboard or something just to add some spice. But my therapist told me no.
Okay, so this person
Add a
is legit crazy.
splash of water into all of her cups in the
I like
cupboard.
the self-awareness,
That's
but the
hilarious.
inability to see what the right choice is. It's so funny for you to be self-aware enough to be like, I know that nothing's wrong, but I should make something wrong. Wow. I mean, I relate to this a little bit.
What drama is splashing water in cups in a cupboard do?
it's just listen, this is a solution to this.
I'm sorry.
You need
guys.
to start doing bits with your partner.
No.
Oh.
She's bearing.
Hey, Fulton. Hey, Fulton. Well, doing bits, but that's yes. But
Yes,
like,
if you want to add spice, you need to start doing bits with your
yeah, but
partner.
not
That's
everybody
hilarious.
can do bits. Not
don't
everybody
have to
can
do
do
so many
bits.
bits.
You guys, yeah, it's like the stupidest shit. Me and my girlfriend, whenever we smell something bad, we say, doesn't it smell like fart? But we replace the F with the first letter of whatever place we're in. So like if we were in a movie theater, I would say, doesn't it smell like tart? Like little stuff like that. You don't have to
Great
be like,
101 bit. Matt, I can't
That's-
wait till you advance to the level that Jen and I are at.
guys, that's
Listener,
hilarious.
Take
That's
on
funny.
Mac's bit. That's
How long have they been dating?
Doesn't say.
didn't say.
I think that's important.
Okay, you guys are thinking about this like I didn't just literally hand out a solution.
No, it is, but it's like not everybody can do bits. That's not a part of everybody.
What? Yes, they
No,
can.
it's
Actually,
not a part
back
of
me up.
everyone's relationships. It's not a part
No
of
one
everyone's
bits like me and Jen.
relationships.
There's no way. There's no
Jen
way
and I
that
bit
people.
all day. From morning till night. Bit.
Then what do they do? What
I
do
don't know
people
what
do
these
with
other
their
people do, and I
partners
feel
that
bad
don't
for
do
them.
bits?
Well, and so that's part of the question is like, is the person who's writing in yes, we all know that the healthy thing is to be like, oh, I'm in a relationship, and yes, it's not as quote unquote exciting as the like toxic, tumultuous ones, but I know that this is quote unquote more healthy, and so I'll stay. But like the bigger question is still, is this the right person for you? Like,
Right,
are
exactly.
you
And it's hard
bored?
to know.
Yeah, are you
Because
bored?
their
because
idea of love has been, at least for me, my idea of love as a child was formed around something deeply unhealthy, and trying to relearn what love is was a years-long process. that I started on my own. So I don't know if this person like started on their own or this is like the first time and they've never really done that before, but it takes a long time.
Yes.
Also, I'm going to say something here that like kind of goes against conventional like Western style thinking of relationships, but I do think that like arranged marriages stay together a long time. I guess there's also a lot of stigma against divorce in those cultures, but
there's a lot of factors that come into play with arranged marriage statistics.
Like people do grow to love each other is what I'm trying to say. Yeah. And so even if you're not sure if this person is the one, I don't think that matters right now. I feel like what matters right now is like, this person treats you really well and you care about them enough to like ask this question and talk about it in therapy and not self-sabotage. I think you owe it to yourself to allow yourself to like relearn what love is, to know you're already doing it. You're already like, I'm not good. Like, I know that my boredom is wrong. Like, it's not the correct thing that I want to experience. Why don't you just try to grow this relationship? And if you can't grow it, but you've moved past this boredom thing, then I think you start reevaluating again. Does that make sense?
It does. And I agree with you in the like allowing yourself to be loved in a way that's supportive and that's a beautiful thing and can be very healing. And also my questions would be around the compatibility between you and your partner. So it would be questions around the things that you like to do in your day-to-day life. Like, do you have similar interests and can you engage in those interests together? Because that can be kind of exciting and fun and less boring. Or is it that you both like totally different?
That'll save your relationship.
Sorry, say
Yahtzee.
Bananagrams.
Okay, we got bananagrams, we got Yahtzee, we got whatever your interests are. But if you have completely different interests, then that can also contribute to boredom. Is like you don't actually enjoy doing the things that your partner enjoys. And so you're like not having fun when you're together. Can you try something new together? That can be interesting and exciting. The other piece is, do you want the same things out of life long term? Like when you think about your life going forward, do both of you want your life to look the same? Because if you do, that's another cue toward, well, let's like work on this. We know that we want the same things. And so how can we get there? The boredom might be a piece to work through. But the first question is really like, is the boredom because it's healthy and like that's it? Or is the boredom because this isn't it's not the right fit? But if that's not...
I also think like the length of time they've been dating is going to be super, and their ages are going to be super important to know.
True.
But I also think even if like this isn't your lifelong partner, I'm going to say something potentially controversial, but like this could be a really helpful relationship for you just to like be in, even if it isn't your lifelong partner, because you can like have this safe person, that helps you for this period of your life. I'm not saying use this person. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying if you don't know, I would err on the side of, I never say err on the side of staying. I think always break up with someone. Ever like anytime you're thinking of breaking up with someone, you should break up with them. No, I really believe that. I believe that if you're thinking about it, you probably already know.
Unless you're bored.
Unless you're bored.
I was going to say, yeah. Like, what would you do if you were single and bored? Like, why don't you try to find ways? Because it's not...
That's a great question.
I think, like, when I think about my relationship, I'm like, we have so much fun and she adds so much fun into my life, but it's not her responsibility to make me unbored. And it's not her responsibility to, like, add excitement to every single aspect of my life. Like, you still have to do that for yourself. So maybe you should think about, what would I do if I didn't have, would you put water in all the glasses in the cupboard if you lived by yourself? I don't know. So.
I think also maybe, are you potentially reaching the point of the relationship where you guys sit around and do your independent activities together? Like Jen and I are at that point where there are nights where it's like, we're not going to fight and then bone because we don't do that. So instead, Jen's going to embroider. We're going to throw on traders and I'm going to play Age of Empires on my computer. Like, that's like what we're going to do.
Totally. I'm going to work on my coin collection. We're going to throw on Married at First Sight. And my girlfriend's going to scroll Facebook Marketplace on her phone.
Real.
That's normal.
Those
That's
are
what
our happy
90-year-olds who've been together do together. They hate each other and they don't talk.
Well, but also, so to Mac, what you were saying about like, I think that's really important is the like, but that's a question of kind of, is this
What kind of boredom?
kind of a global boredom or is it specific to the relationship? Because I can see somebody answering that question of like, well, what would I do if I was bored and single? They'd be like, well, go on a dating app. Well, I'd be banging my neighbor.
Global boredom is a great phrase, and I think we could all use some global boredom right now. Wouldn't it be great if globally we were all bored enough to be like, hey, I've been like playing Age of Empires for a few hours now and you've just kind of been embroidering. Do you like want to play Bananagrams? I look forward to global boredom. I don't want world peace. I want world boredom. That's what I want.
Yeah.
I want people to have to go inward and be like, who am I really?
You're onto something. You just tapped into kind of a bigger philosophical question, though, around like hierarchy of needs. And like what you're saying is, I want everybody's basic. Well, for the listener,
we're familiar with Maslow.
It's like what you're saying is, I want everybody to have their needs met to a point that they have extra time where they're sitting around and like they've done their hobbies, they're doing the things that they enjoy to the point that they're like, I guess I'm just gonna like think about myself and my life for a while with this spare brain space and time that I have.
Well, I kind of thought we had hit that point when everybody got to the point where they like couldn't tell what their sexuality is, and they're like, I'm thinking about it for hours and I just don't know. And then they like get into our Patreon and they're like, how do I know for sure?
No,
and I'm
Mac,
like, you have to think about it.
That was COVID. No, that was exactly COVID. This is all, you're totally right. COVID happened. We were all sitting around at home going, alone with my thoughts.
Yeah, COVID made a lot of
guess
people
I'm
gay.
gay now.
Mm-hmm.
It's true.
Man.
Wait, can I show you guys this really quick?
Yes, please.
One of my
Not really.
presents. Please.
Well, what should we finish? Okay, yeah, you show us. Then we need to
It's
kind of
really
tie up the
fast.
question.
We tied it up. It's tied.
Yeah, we finished
If you
the
don't
question.
get it based on that, you don't deserve to get it. Mac,
But
go. We got to wrap.
Guys, look. One of my presents my girlfriend made me was this little Yahtzee birthday gift.
Adorable.
But look, she made score sheets that have our like couple name on them.
That's adorable. I love her, and I love
really sweet.
you both.
Yahtzee.
Now, you just wait 1 second. Immediately, Jen. Immediately. ASAP stat. She called me a whore.
God, why hasn't she
She
brought it
pretended
yet?
to throw it at me because we do bits. A fan bought me this tiny bananagrams.
That's really cute.
We have spoken
And
about the tiny
seems-
bananagram. I don't
would
think we've
say
seen it
average, Ashley.
before. Have we? I'm having deja vu.
Seen a real bananagrams?
Okay,
I'm
guys,
having
this
deja
I was
vu.
making I was making a dick joke.
Oh,
I know,
about
but
the
I'm
banana.
like, I think we've maybe had this exact same. Oh no, Mac, me and you had it on an episode that we did by
have to
ourselves.
stop.
That
We
Ashley
must
should never
go.
listen to. Okay, we have to go. I have to go. Have a good episode, the two of you, for next week. I apologize. I have to go to practicum. Bye, everybody. Oh, what do we have for dinner?
We had
Egg. Bye.
Chicken. Chicken.
Chicken.
Chosen Family is a Forever Dog production, hosted by Ashley Gavin, Alayna Joy, and Mac and Jimmy. Edited by Danny Jewell, executive produced by Zoe Applebaum. Forever Dog Productions is Joe Cilio, Alex Ramsey, and Brett Bowen.
Forever